Hello, welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment and the boxing capital of the world. Today, we have special guests on the show, but this guest is very special. Not only do I see him as a future world champion, he's a great person. He's along here with his father and with his manager. And of course, my co-host today, Shelly Stevens, co-host for a year already. This show's been going on for about 6 years now. You guys know, I say anniversary, 6 years coming up any day now. And I've been doing this show because I like to share my knowledge and wisdom with you individuals out there when it comes to boxing. But in life in general, you know how I am in life in general. I love everybody out there. I want to see everybody be unity, harmonize, be in harmony together. And so today we bring our show Joseph Sr. and Joseph Jr. and Wasfi. Okay, how you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
Okay, so tell me, Wasfi, you and I go back about 25, 30 years already.
Yes.
I met you back in the days and at the Hall of Fame, and
Yes.
you kind of started, and then from then on we became great friends. You and your beautiful wife, Cindy.
Thanks God.
Yeah. Joseph, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Now, you're fighting here for the USA Olympic Championships, Junior Olympics.
So currently I'm in Vegas for the Junior Olympics happening here in Vegas, as said prior, but a little bit about me. I started boxing in Illinois, Joliet, Illinois, that's where I'm from, and my father, ex-professional boxer, got me into the sport at the age of 5, and then from there just started training hard from 5 to 8, then went to my first tournament at 8. That was in Dallas, Texas. And then from there, I just continued to go to these tournaments. And along the road, I also fell in love with both not boxing, but school. And right now, I'm going ahead and completing my college.
Okay, good. We're going to go into that in a few minutes. We got your father here, Joseph Sr. How you doing, Joseph?
I'm okay.
Okay, now you were a fighter. You came here to the United States. I believe Don King sent you here to the United States.
Don King brought
And you're originally from
Ghana,
from
West
Ghana.
Africa, Ghana, yes.
Okay. So you came here, and back what year you came to the United States?
I came here in 1999.
1999.
I came to this country in 1999 and keep on fighting. And my boxing career, it was okay, but because of detachment retina with my eyes, so it reached a time that I have to let it go.
Yeah, there were some fighters that had some detached retina, like Sugar Ray Leonard was known to have detached retina. And he came back after the surgery. We're taking the chance. Most doctors will tell you, I recommend you don't fight again.
Yeah.
Because it can get worse, and it probably will be difficult to retouch it again, to get it reattached the second time around. You may go blind from the eye, so the doctor said it's best to step back.
To let it go. But I didn't listen to the doctor. I keep on fighting, man. So I did find a way to keep on fighting, and I ended up having surgery, about 4 surgery in my eye. But after, I think my last fight, I fought in Washington State. Yeah. And it was really bad. So from there, they suspend me at all. They said, no, you can fight no more. Right. It was good because if they didn't do that, I would have continued fighting. And then risky.
And you would end up going blind from that.
Yeah. Bad.
So you made the right thing. Now, so we also have Wasfi from Chicago. I met Wasfi here in the International Boxing Hall of Fame about 25 years ago, maybe yes. More. Can you tell us a little bit about your background, how you get involved with the boxing?
Well, I got involved with the boxing. I used to own Bomba energy drink. This company used to be partner with Red Bull and Austria, and they come into United States, and I was the executive distributor for United States and Canada. Wow. And I used to promote the energy drink and all event, all over United States, and I see all the boxer, and I got involved with the boxer and try helping some from the boxer, and that I opened Chicago Fight Club, and I got about 11 fighters. We used to promote the Chicago Fight Club promotion. We do our own show and our own promotion, and from there God give us the health. And I got Joseph, he's trained our professional fighters. Okay. And he got Jojo, and I just kept Jojo and keep him up, and
sure.
Just I focus on Jojo.
Right.
I'm so happy to have all of you here today. It's like an international table here. I love this. So where are you from originally?
I am originally from Middle East.
Okay.
You know, my family from 1,000 years ago from Mosul, Iraq. They go into Syria. My father, he go into Palestine. He married my mom, and he take me to Syria when she was about 2 weeks old, you know, before I born. And I born in Syria and I raised in Jordan.
Oh wow, that's wonderful.
I got my ex-wife. She's from Egypt.
Beautiful.
So I am international, Arabian international.
I love it.
I got a nickname for you. You're like the Gypsy King.
Hey.
Good. Arabian King.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you guys, first of all, pronounce your last name.
Awinongya.
I love that. I told him to say it because I could
Awinongya,
never pronounce
yes.
that. That's beautiful though. And you're from Ghana originally?
Yeah, from Ghana. I
wow.
was born in Ghana. I started boxing from Italy. I moved a little bit to Netherlands. I moved to Germany. And then I ended up coming here in 1999.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And he was born here.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit, how did you get started to boxing? What got you into it? Because of your father?
Yeah, so it was a little bit from, I saw there was some type of turmoil. Normally, I didn't like boxing from the beginning, but around the age of 5, it was like something went on to where he had the chance and he wanted to stop boxing and stop training.
I remember when we came from, we took a fight to Monte Carlo. And we went to Monte Carlo, we fought Triple G. So when I come back and everything that I'm doing is for the gym, I do everything for that gym.
Right.
And it was a little bit difficult. So when I come back, and I told him that I'm done with boxing. I don't want to get involved with boxing no more. I don't want to do nothing about boxing no more. And then I think he feels sad a little bit about, he watched me, but because my energy was not the same no more. You know, every day, you know, I say I close the gym down and I don't want to do nothing with boxing no more. Then he said, no, he want to box.
He want to follow your footsteps and make your dream come true. What you can accomplish, he wants to make it happen. Now, you have fought over 100 professional amateur fights?
Yeah, over 100.
About 160 more or less? And you got a good record, like I think you told me before the show.
Yeah.
You got like only 10 losses in your whole career as an amateur.
That's correct.
So you're only 18 years old. But the big thing about what you really impressed me with yesterday, the other day, was when you told me that you started college at the age of 13.
Yes,
How did that happen?
So when it comes to school, my mother's the main one that was behind that, knowing that boxing is a sport where you could have an injury any day. You could have anything that can deter you from your goals, whether it be politics or whatever it may be. So we took the stance on the outside to make sure that I was able to get to wherever I wanted to be in life, no matter what turmoil comes my way. So I just started grinding and striving for college early, and I did high school simultaneously, like with middle school, and I was able to complete high school around 12, 13, and then I just started college at 13. So
That's amazing. We're very proud of you. You remind me a lot of my grandson, Bryce Hampton, who also loves sports, but he wanted to be going to boxing. I said, no, I don't. It's a little too dangerous. He was good playing basketball and football, so he ended up going to Purdue University. He ended up playing with the Boilermakers. He got his degree, and he's out of there now. He graduated 2 years ago, but now he's playing for the Vegas Nighthawks, the indoor football league. Professional team, and that's it. So he got a backup. He got a diploma. I'm glad you're doing that, because once you retire from boxing, or something was to happen to you, God forbid, you got a diploma for your college. Like your mother was right. She said, get your education first. That comes first, because you can always keep that as a backup. You did the right thing. So we're very proud of you.
Thank you.
But I think that is a doubt with people who have doubt. You understand me?
Yeah.
People who have doubt, they're always looking for the back out.
Yeah.
You understand me? They are, because they don't believe that they're gonna get where they wanna get.
Yeah.
You know.
But then, even though he says like the doubt, if you take a look at his career and you see like his detached retina and how that deterred him from also reaching his goals, that could happen to me any day. So
And that's why I'm glad that you go with your mother was a great leader. She showed you the right direction because she said, when you have a mother and a father, they both care. They love you like you can't ever imagine. One day when you have children of your own, you will see what love really is.
Yeah.
And then grandchildren will come about. When grandchildren come about, you love them so much you wish you would have had them first. I mean, it's great. I mean, but we're very proud of you, what you're doing. Now, you're here with the tournament, with the USA Junior Olympics. How are you doing with that?
So currently I'm on the youth national team. So then later on this year we'll be going to Germany, and then I'll also be fighting in Canada later this year with the elite the second team. So that's going to be a little small tournament to where I believe it's like around 2 days, and
2 days,
then from there I'll go to a transition camp later in the year, and that's going to be really focused on me going into that elite field within the following years, and then the main goal being the Olympics. So then after the Olympics, see going pro and seeing how I'll venture there.
So you'll be about 21 then?
Yeah, that's
you're
correct.
ready to go pro. And then once I can see you guys a good world champion in line. It looks too far. I can see very promising to be a world champion. You're definitely on the right track. We're so proud of you. And I'm not only proud of you for your boxing skill, but as an individual. You watch your father, your mother at the gym the other day. I mean, you'll be blessed in so many ways. You got great parents. You got a good man behind you, backing you up. Walter's been a good man. I know him for, like I said, 25 years. I've always found him to be always very helpful. He's always there to help you out. The dream that we see today, and we hope that it is to see you become world champion. I can see that happening. Be one of the young ones. Mike Tyson became the champion at the age of 20. I see you got a T-shirt on with Mike Tyson, heavyweight champion in 1986. But you know what? When you become champion, they're going to make a T-shirt of yours like that, but it'll be sparkling gold, where everybody with lights and everything, everybody can know who Joseph is.
Yeah, that's correct.
No, we got to change your name, your last name. We got to change it. We're shorten it up for boxing, so people can pronounce it. You got like Muhammad Ali. It was Cassius Clay back. Sometimes fighters they change their name because the people, the managers, or the marketing team will say, we need a name, a catchy name, so people can recognize who you are. We make sure everybody can pronounce your name. We want the 80-year-old, 90-year-old lady to be able to pronounce your name.
Yes.
It's like a little kid could be 5 years old, pronounce your name. Right now, it's going to be hard for any of us to pronounce your last name. So we can start thinking about a fighting name to your ring name. They call it a ring name. So we'll come up with that.
They call him King Jojo.
King Jojo.
King Jojo?
Yeah, that's how the USA boxing call him. I remember we went to the tournament, all the kids, all of them called him King Jojo, and then I asked Jojo, who give you that name? And everybody started calling me King Jojo.
Queen Bubba, you do fight like you're one of the best out there. You're like the king of boxing. In the amateurs, and I can see it happen in the pros. Just a matter of time and a matter of be determined to make it go away.
Yes, when Joe first saw you, he called me immediately and told me about you, and he's just like inspired me to inspire my grandsons. I have 3 grandsons, and I can't wait to send them a link to the show today.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they're all the way back on the East Coast in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And I'm definitely going to send them a link to the show and show them what they can do.
You're going to be an inspiration to a lot of individuals out there, and that's what we need, People like yourself to say, people look up to you and say, look at King Giorgio. I want to be like him. Young kids going to remember that name, King Giorgio. That's going to be your name in the ring. That'd be great. But people are going to know that in boxing, there's a lot of individuals in boxing sometimes, they have difficult times. They end up going to jail. And then some fighters, they don't know where to go when they come out of prison. Thank God you're not in that picture, but you're out there to show you're an example, you're a role model to these young kids to make sure they don't commit any crimes, they don't do anything wrong that could stop them from going places in life. You were lucky to have, you were blessed to have a mother and father who were able to guide you in the right direction to make you the person that you are today, educated and one of the best boxers I've ever seen.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell us a little bit more about your future. You say you want to turn pro after the Olympics 2028, right? After that, what's going to be happening? What do you see in mind for yourself?
For me, the main goal, I'm taking it a little bit one at a time currently, so it'll be Olympic, then after that going professional, then getting unified at whatever weight I'll be at that time. So that's going to be in a couple years, depending whether that be heavyweight or right now light heavy around like 176. So it's more about how my body will pan out over the couple of years and making sure that I continue to win. So that's the main thing.
You know, I see you like a Michael Spinks. You know, Michael Spinks was a light heavyweight champion, but then he ended up becoming a heavyweight champion, and he ended up beating Larry Holmes. But I see you growing up to be a heavyweight.
Yeah.
But you're 6'5", right?
Yeah, around like 6'4", 6'5".
And your weight right now is
176.
176. I can see you developing into a heavyweight, and you're only 18 years young.
Yeah.
I can't say because you're 18 years young. You're only 18. You know, I can see you developing into a heavyweight eventually. But that'll come naturally, like it did with Evander Holyfield, who also was a cruiserweight. And then he became, I believe he was an Olympic.
Yeah, he went to Olympics, yeah.
He was the Olympic champion.
Yeah.
And then after the Olympic, he was the Olympic champion. What weight class was he in?
I think light heavyweight.
I think he was light heavyweight. Yeah. And then he became, and the professional
cruiserweight champion.
Yeah.
And
he became professional and became a cruiserweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, and he became heavyweight champion when he beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
See now, I can see you developing into that. I see you have good boxing skills. So you move the way you move. You have good boxing skills. You got to reach, and you seem to have a good punching power. How many knockouts have you had in the amateurs?
I would say my knockouts just recently started happening more. So before I've always been more of a boxer. I've came from all the way from 80 pounds, and I had a little bit of a growth spurt that now got me to where I am now. But I would say the knockouts, they really started happening around I would saw my power developing more around 15, and then so now it's just RSCs where the ref stops the fight, and then depending, normally it's three in a round, or I just go ahead and get that full. What is it?
Well, you know, it's a blessing in disguise that you got that route with more gone to distance, because having the more rounds you put in, the more experience you get. You see, if you knock out guys right away, a lot of fighters have good knockout ratio and they knock fighters out right away, but then they only have 15 professional fights and they're fighting for a championship fight. Okay, they have good knockout, but now when they get with a real good caliber fighter at the top level, let's say like a Mike Tyson or Sugar Ray Leonard or Roberto Duran, you go against those kind of guys, you better have something behind you besides the punching power. You gotta have the stamina. If you don't have the stamina, you can't go the distance. Then you end up getting like when George Foreman fought Muhammad Ali in Zaire. You know, George Foreman was punching, but what happened to him? He didn't get hurt. He punched himself out. He had no energy left. He had nothing left. That's why Ali hit him with a couple of punches. He went down. He couldn't even get up anymore. He didn't have the strength to get up. He had no legs. So stamina is so important. That's why it's good that you go in this route little by little, and that way you develop that. If the knockouts come, fine. You're going for the win, but if you hit it with a left, and the guy goes down, hey, you put him away, good. But you try. I like to see fighters go more rounds, get more distance, more experience, and more build up your stamina. So you're able to go 12 rounds if you have to go 12 rounds.
That's true.
You know, back in the old days, it was 15 rounds, and prior to that, we don't want to go back all the way back. You know, boxing back in the old days, when it first started, guys were fighting 50 rounds, 40 rounds, 50 rounds. Whoever heard such a thing. But they cut it down to 15. But then after Dooku Kim got hurt real bad in the fight with Boo Boo Mancini.
Yeah, so they started about
Boo Boo Mancini ended up beating this fellow by knockout, but the knockout turned out to be a tragedy because Dooku Kim from Korea ended up dying. So then the government, people, the politicians were all getting involved, said, we got to put a stop to this boxing. And boxing is a real crucial, it's a real brutal sport, and we want to cut it away. So they said, wait a minute, we're going to make some adjustment. Don't cut it away. We'll adjust from 15 rounds to 12 rounds. And as the referee, there should be 2 judges, and the referee was also the 3rd judge. But they said, we're going to do something. We're going to take the job from the referee, take the duty away from the referee, and let him just referee the fight so he can concentrate more on the safety of the fighters. And we'll bring in a 3rd judge. Now you have 3 judges, and the referee he just monitors on the condition of the fighters. He did to enforce the rules, but first and foremost, making sure the fighters don't take unnecessary punishment. But that's what they done. When they cut down from 15 to 12, and take the referees, no more judging. Now you just referee, and we hire a 3rd judge. It is good, you know. But we're going to see the boxing, you know, where you get into it. We don't want to see people say it's a brutal sport, but you know yourself, and you know, I know, that boxing is not. We don't try to hurt nobody. We just try to win.
You win, yes,
You know?
yeah.
We don't want to see nobody get hurt.
Yes.
We're there. It's like you don't play boxing. We're the hurt business, but we don't want to hurt them to the point where they don't have their faculties. Where they get retired from boxing, they don't have that no more, and they finish. And people say, "Well, what happened to that fighter?" Well, the quarterman or the referee should have stopped the fight sooner. Or that fighter didn't have the experience. That's why defense, like you have good defense. You got good move. You got the height. You keep moving. You try not to get hit. The name of the game is hit, don't get hit.
Yeah.
And that's what you got a lot of experience with. I can see that at 18 years of age, you got it all, buddy.
Well, to your point, I thank Jose Sulaiman for keeping up the
exactly.
WBC and keeping up the things and make it from 15 round to 12 round for safety, the fighters, and
Exactly. No, Jose Sulaiman has a lot to do with that because I'm glad that he did that because we try to see how we can make boxing safer for the fighters. We want to make sure that when we're in there as a referee, or as a commission, or promoter, manager, whatever, they're in there to make sure that the fighter wins but don't get hurt and don't hurt your opponent. You get a win. We want to see a win. We want to keep boxing alive, which is what we're trying to do today.
Thanks.
Now you as a fighter, Joseph Senior, your father, he's a fighter. You came up from
Ghana.
From Ghana, and you came to the United States.
Yeah.
And you fought for how many years now?
I fought from 1999 to 2004.
Okay. So you didn't have a long career because of the detached retina, but
because of detached retina, so I didn't take my boxing so serious.
How do you see boxing today compared to today when you were boxing?
Now they pay too much. They just pay a lot now. That's the only difference that I see. And also it's more politic now, more big time. This one don't want to fight this one don't want to fight this one. They used to be everybody fighting each other and making money. I saw Trinidad with all of them, they fought there but now it's a little bit different. It's not the same no more.
That you mentioned Trinidad, that's why the glove here signed by Trinidad. I was with him last Sunday.
That's my favorite boxer.
Yeah.
Oh, he watched
at the international.
Before Joseph would start boxing, I asked him, he's going to tell you what I tell him to do.
Yeah, so when I was first beginning boxing, he had me watch all of Trinidad's fights.
He watched all of the Trinidad fight.
Yeah.
Every fight of Trinidad he watched. I say, if you want me to teach you how to box, you have to watch Trinidad. Every fight about Trinidad. So he watch all of them. I think that's why I make him don't like to watch boxing.
I don't watch boxing that much.
Because I put that there, I say, you watch it. Did you watch this one? I'll come back and say, did you watch Trinidad? Everything about Trinidad before I start training you.
Yeah, I was able to referee Trinidad only once when he fought Hector Macho Camacho. That was here in Las Vegas. It went the distance. But Trinidad definitely one of the smart boxers. He was had good defense, and good offense. He was decent. He had good boxing moves. And I was watching you the other day, the way you were moving. You got similar moves. You move real good. That's what we want to see in boxing. Fighter who's smart. You got to be thinking constantly. Some fighters go out there, they get mad. They want to, and they get open up. When you get mad, you open up and you go crazy. That's not the way to fight. You got to be smart. You keep your cool, and I see you. You're real cool and you're real smart, and you watch these guys throwing punches, and you get away. You know how to move out of it. A lot of guys get stay on the ropes all the time. You know what? The ropes are dangerous. I call it a danger zone. Yeah. Because when you're on the ropes, that's where the fighter gets you. You're trapped there, especially getting you trapped in the corner. So you try to strike that. I saw you moving around a lot. And you try to box in the middle of the ring, not up against the ropes. A lot of fighters are not good against the ropes, and that's where you get hard punishment. Wasfi, what do you think about boxing today? When you got into boxing, you started watching it about 30, 40 years ago. How do you see boxing today now that you have this the King Jojo?
I was watching always Muhammad Ali fight back home, and Jordan. They put it in the coffee shop, and everybody, 1970s. But you see a couple of hundred people in the coffee shop just watching Muhammad Ali, and this. From there, I love Muhammad Ali, and I love how he's boxing. This is why I'm thinking about Jojo. He doing the similar like Muhammad Ali. Nobody could catch him. He moving right and left and every minute. I love his way for doing that things, and I think he's Second, Muhammad Ali, maybe more.
Yeah, I think so too.
But let me say this, thank you a lot, man, for having believe and all the time tell me just keep on going. You know, sometimes people will call me, they want me to train them. Why is it gonna say just pay attention to Joseph? Whatever support you need, I'm there for you.
Yeah.
Just keep on. That the energy that he used that energy to drive me also, and then keep on going. And now everything came to be together really nice, and now everybody want to work with Jojo. You know.
Is
So
there any possible way we can get the some of the posters and pictures that we put on? Engineer Rick is going to put in pictures of information about Jojo's career and some other pictures we have there. Can we see that, Rick? There we go.
So cute.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Jojo in the blue there.
Yeah.
Got a good reach. He's got a good reach for sure. The height representing America for the Olympics coming up. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Here we are.
Yeah, I read something online about you are going to graduate from the University of St. Francis with a degree in marketing. That's amazing. That was my major too, marketing and advertising.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see?
That's
he
nice.
graduated already. He's done.
Yes, I just one more class. So
Yeah?
one more class
One
and
more
I'm
class?
completed.
Congratulations, that's great. See, I believe that boxing and entertainment are so joined together. You know, you're telling me about where you're from and everything, and my husband and I have been to like over 60 countries performing on cruise ships and concerts and things like that. And my husband's a big boxing fan, so he's like going to be watching the show really hard. He's so excited about the show, as is Joe. And now I'm excited too, just to meet you guys. It's been a pleasure. Totally,
thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to definitely send this to my grandsons today.
Is there anything you want to say to our fans out there, to our youngsters? There's a lot of young folks out there watching this show, the parents. Why don't you give them a couple of words of wisdom, knowledge and wisdom about doing the right things in life?
The main things I'll just have to go and say, first off, thank you for the support. It means a lot for me going ahead and trying to reach my goals. I know that not everyone is given that opportunity to do what they want in life, but you just have to keep on striving. And when it comes to being a boxer, not everything's going to come easy in that space. So whatever goal you have, just keep on striving for that, and one day it will be the opportunity that you strive for that will come your way. So good luck.
Okay, well, one of the things I tell our viewers out there watching, you know, when it comes to boxing, I did it myself as a youngster, teenager myself, and when I turned pro when I was 18. But I can tell you guys out there watching, you know, the main thing is to stay out of the gangs, out of drugs, doing bad things, because drugs and gangs, well, definitely drinking, smoking, is not going to get you any place in real life if you're going to be a fighter. So I tell the individuals out there, always keep yourself focused on boxing and be a good student like Jojo, King Jojo. I say, King, hallelujah to you. You're a man. You're unbelievable. I want to see more youngsters out there come out like you. You're intelligent. You're smart. You're a good-looking guy. You're intelligent. You got it all, man. And a good boxer. You got it all. We want all the kids out there watching to try to be like Jojo, King Jojo. Remember the name, King Jojo, coming up in the Olympics. Papa, can you please tell us a little words of wisdom of your experience in boxing?
I just want to tell people that if you're a kid and you want opportunity to do whatever you want to do, just go around and go to the community and find out where you can find that person who can come to you and say, man, I want to help this kid, like the way Waspi do. There's a lot of people out there, they want to help these kids. They were looking to help this kid and the kids also sometimes, you know, they don't have the system that they're supposed to get from school and all those to reach the level that they have to get. So, you know, I'm telling you, most of the adults, you know, those kids, they need help. A lot of kids need help. If you see a kid doing something, reach out to the kids and help the kid.
Great. Shelly, talking about from boxing to music, you guys are performing Saturday night?
Speaking of music, if you guys aren't busy, on Sunday we're going to be doing a show at UNLV, and our friends are going to be performing with us. My husband was with the Sound of Philadelphia for so long back in the day, so we're doing a little tribute to them. We might have a clip, and actually Rick, our producer here today, he's the one that shot this video, so maybe we can see if Rick can pull that up.
My heart is full of love and desire for you. Now come on now and do what you gotta do. You started this fire in my soul. Now can't you feel it burning out of control?
Oh, that's great. That's going to be this coming Sunday.
Yeah, we'll be there
UNLV.
Sunday, and of course Saturday. You know where we'll be at, back at Lola's, our regular Saturday night spot in Summerlin. So
Okay.
come out and join us for some New Orleans jambalaya. You know, a
Saturday,
little
what
Creole.
time? What
Saturday we're there from 6 to 10.
6 to 10, okay.
Yeah.
Our viewers out there, don't forget that the Joe
And then
Cortez Show.
Sunday,
Sunday at UNLV, it starts at 3, I think 3:30.
3:30, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my fans out there, thank you so much for being at the show, watching our show today. Having a guest like his King Jojo, up-and-coming fighter, and his father, Joseph, and Wasfi, my dear friend Wasfi from way back in the days.
Thank you.
We want to thank you all so much for being on the show. Thank you. See you guys next week. Keep your guards up at all times. Remember, guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch them up. Take care. Bye-bye.